Welcome to the most electric podcast in sports betting entertainment. My name is Tanner Kern. I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. In this right here, this is G Money Grant Mitchell. He now has a full sleeve on his arm, and he still is not bigger than me, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, man of the people in the room. Welcome in to Ride the Line.
Welcome in to Ride the Line. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this wonderful Monday episode. I was a little off the mark last week. Tanner held it down for us, but we're both back to give you our favorite MLB betting picks for this beautiful Monday.
Yeah, it's going to be a great Monday. We have a lot of good games today. Diamondbacks, Brewers, we're starting with. We're going to talk about that one in a minute here. But before we do that, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Mondays and Wednesdays, we're giving you guys picks. On Fridays, we're talking NFL. Hell, if you want picks on Fridays too, maybe we'll give picks on Fridays because we're men of the people. That's what we are, Grant. So maybe we'll do that too. But make sure you smash that subscribe button. Head over to WSN.com for all the content. We're writing articles over there, posting clips, posting stuff on social. So connect with us. All the links down below.
Yep, absolutely. You don't want to miss out on that. Just like I promise, you don't want to miss out on this Diamondbacks Brewers game because Tanner and we talked a little bit in pre-production and we're on the same side of the coin here. So I'll kick it off. Tanner can bring it home for us. We are both going with the Diamondbacks. Now, they do have Merrill Kelly going for them. Obviously, an amazing pitcher. But he is going against Corbin Burns, who's also pretty good himself. So why are we both so heavily on the Diamondbacks? Well, Tanner, I don't want to speak for you, but I'll speak for myself here. The Diamondbacks, they've been hitting the ball really well lately. And over the last couple of seasons, when you think about them, that hasn't been a strength that you've associated with them. But over the last month, they're 10th in the league in batting average. They're also 4th in slugging percentage over the same month. The Brewers are 30th and then 3rd to last, respectively, in each of those categories. Diamondbacks are also 12 and 11 on the road, so I'm not too concerned about them going to Milwaukee, which isn't exactly a fortress of a home stadium. I just got a lot of faith in the Diamondbacks right now. They're playing really good baseball. Dodgers, they aren't the same Dodgers team that we've seen in years past, and right now the Diamondbacks are the best team in that division.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, 20 and 11 on the road, as you're saying, Grant. Diamondbacks are legit. Merrill Kelly's been fantastic this season. Him and Corbin Burns are almost a wash here, but when I look at it, it's the offenses that are going to make the difference. When you look at the Diamondbacks, they've scored 369 runs this season compared to the Brewers at 289. They got well over 100 more hits. They've hit more homers. They got an OBP that's 25 points higher. They're slugging 70 points higher. The team is legit. I think the pitching definitely tends to go towards the Brewers a little bit here, but I do like the Diamondbacks because their offense in their road record. So we both agree on that. That's a plus money bet right there. So we'll see how we come through. Diamondbacks plus 110 to plus 120, depending on where you're getting it. And Grant, since I'm on a roll right now, I'll talk about another team that's just on a roll. And that is the Boston Red Sox.
Let's hear it.
The hottest team in baseball, the Boston Red Sox, sweeping the New York Yankees, a poverty franchise like the New York Yankees, just swept them, showed them what's up this weekend. It was great to see. And now the Boston Red Sox are making that climb back towards, the wild card spot. Watch out because the Sox are hot right now. James Paxton is going to deliver another plus money win. We're going 2 plus money bets here, 2-1 with a 3.09 ERA, 1.16 whip. He's been very good in his 32 innings on the bump this season. 44 strikeouts over that period. Going against Pablo Lopez, 3-3 with a 4.27, 1.11 whip. He's been good as well over 84 innings. But when I look at this, I look at the offenses here, and the Boston Red Sox are a much better offense. 36 points higher batting average. They have not hit as many home runs, but when it comes down to it, they've scored 53 more runs this season than the Minnesota Twins. So considering getting plus money and how well Boston has played as of late, I would take them here. Only 16 and 17 on the road, which I don't love, but I just don't have that much respect for this Twins team, who's 36 and 36 and in first place in a poverty division like the AL Central.
Yeah, the AL Central is not good. Make no bones about it. But they're not terrible. They're still a competitive team. And the Red Sox, I would encourage you to pump the brakes just a little bit. They're not the hottest team in baseball. Yes, they swept the Yankees, but that's not saying much. Ever since Aaron Judge went out of the lineup, they've been totally inept. They're bottom 3 or somewhere in the bottom 3 in every major offensive category. They look absolutely awful. And I actually want to pose this question to you as a little side quest here. Is there any player in baseball that's more important to their team's success than the Yankees? Even someone like Shohei, who's leading the Angels. I don't know if you saw this the other day, but he's leading the Angels in everything on offense and everything on the mound pretty much. Even if he goes out, they have Mike Trout, they have some other guys. I feel like Aaron Judge is that guy of being the most important player to his team. Is he
Well,
not?
the Yankees have a lot of talent. They just can't put it together. So I would say Judge is probably the most important based on the results that we've seen, but like they're just not the talent around him is just not playing well too. I mean, the Yankees aren't bad outside of Aaron Judge.
No, they're not bad. They're not bad players, but they're a bad team, evidently. They just can't put it together. Look, the Red Sox probably should win this game. I don't know if I'm as confident as you are in them. I do have some respect for the Twins. Not respect for the division, but a little bit of respect for the Twins. I think it could be a close game. The fact it's on the road and the Red Sox haven't been great on the road does worry me, but I'll ride this one out with you. I'll see what happens.
Twins are poverty.
Hey, come on. It's the Twins. Like they're not supposed to be great every year. What do you expect?
They're 36 and 36 and in first place. They're poverty.
Okay, but the Red Sox are what? They're right around 500 too?
They're 38 and 36 or 37, 36. But the thing about the Red Sox is they play in the best division in baseball with a 51 win team in the Tampa Bay Rays. Every team is loaded in the AL East, Grant. Twins are poverty.
That is true.
Next pick. Next pick.
All right, next pick. We're going to keep it with these poverty sort of franchises here. We're going to talk about teams that are not loaded because I am going with the Detroit Tigers versus the Kansas City Royals. Now, the Tigers have Reese Olson on the mound. He's a 23-year-old rookie. He's going against Jordan Lyles. Tanner, do you know what Jordan Lyles' numbers are this year?
Jordan Lyles has a 5.2 ERA, I bet.
Oh, baby. I want you to buckle up. He is 0-11, so that's not a good start. And he's got a 6.89 ERA. So he is not getting it done. Simply put, he's just not getting it done. Now, Olson is a rookie, and normally it's good to fade rookies in baseball. Well, I shouldn't say normally, but yeah, it's always something you consider just because lack of experience and all that stuff. But Olson, even though he gave up 6 and 3.1 his last time out, which isn't good, he only gave up 3 and 10 combined innings in his 2 starts before that. So if you're following along here, this is going to be his 4th start. 2 of the 3 starts so far have been pretty good. It's a Royals team that still is yet to reach 20 wins, probably the worst team in baseball, either them or the Athletics, but at least the Athletics got hot recently. The Royals relievers are also terrible, so whenever Lyles goes out of the game, that doesn't really change much. Kansas City has the 3rd worst bullpen ERA in baseball. There's just not a whole lot to look for here. And then the value of this bet, I should have wrote it down. Let me look it up real quick. You can get the Tigers for -145 on the money line, which I feel like is just disrespectful considering what the state of the Royals team has been.
Yeah, I like that pick. I like it a lot. That's good research by you. 0-11 with a 6.89, right? 6.89 ERA.
6.89, yes. And one more little nugget here. The Royals are 9-24 on the road. So again, for a straight money line bet, yeah, it's -145, which isn't, insane value. But given the circumstances, it is really good value in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, 145 is fine in baseball. I play baseball up to 160, sometimes 170. I mean, it's all about profitability more, I think, than what you're getting odds-wise. Like if you're playing the Oakland A's against them and it's -1.5 or -150, I don't care. I'm going to take that because the majority of the time they're not going to cover that line. So that's what it is, Grant. Final pick for me. Love this one right here. Hunter Brown on the bump for the Houston Astros, going against another New York poverty franchise in the New York Mets today. Did I say New York Astros? Did I say Houston Astros?
I think you said Houston Astros.
I think I said Houston Astros, but I'm so fired up about this pick. I might be slurring my words right now, Grant. Max Scherzer on the mound for the New York poverty Mets. 5-2 with a 4.45 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP. This is not good Max Scherzer. Like Scherzer has not been good. Let's get it straight. 56 innings, 56 hits allowed, 10 homers over that span. He is missing spots like crazy, and teams are taking advantage of it. And you know who's going to take advantage of it today, Grant?
Who's that?
The Houston Astros, obviously. They are loaded right now, 39-33, 20-18 on the road or at home. They have not been playing great baseball overall, though. I'll give them that, but they've been playing a lot better than the New York Mets, who are 16-23 on the road. When you look at the New York Mets right now, pretty even numbers to the Houston Astros offensively, but where the Astros have the advantage is in the pitching staff with their bullpen. 3.33 ERA compared to the Mets at 4.68. WHIP's better, and teams are hitting 240 off Houston's pitchers compared to 250 off the Mets. That does make a difference, and I will go with Houston in this spot for a comfortable price of -130, considering the Mets have not been playing that well and they are on the road.
Well, I got to ask you this one because I feel like it's the obvious question here. Are you not a little concerned that the guy you picked to lead the league in home runs is not playing?
No care at all. They'll figure it out. The Mets are just that bad. The Mets are really, really bad at baseball. I don't care if Jordan's not playing today.
Yeah, I should have clarified. We're talking about Yordan Alvarez. Follow-up question. You're not concerned the Astros have lost 4 straight? This is more is this a pick the Astros or is this a fade the Mets?
More probably fade the Mets. I mean, it's not because the Astros are playing great baseball, and the Mets are only 2-5 in their past, or 2-3 in their past 5 games. The Astros are 1-4, so you're not getting teams that are hot on either side. But I think Hunter Brown's been legit. Max Scherzer's making too many mistakes, and the Mets are 16-23 on the road. Grant.
Yeah, I'm not trying to paint this like the Mets have been living up to the expectations because going into the season, the Mets were supposed to be up there with the Braves. Who were the preseason favorites? It was the Dodgers and the Braves, and then the Mets were third, right?
Yeah, they were up there for sure. It's Dodgers, Braves, Mets, Padres. Yeah, there's a lot of teams that have stepped up outside of the teams that were projected to be a top finisher.
Yeah, I'm giving you a hard time, but I'm more so just trying to get inside your mind of why you're going with this pick. I was looking at the Astros. I ultimately backed out of it. But if I'm picking a side here, you kind of have to go with the Astros. The Mets just haven't given you much to go off of lately. I guess the one thing you could hold on to is Mad Max and say he had a couple of rough outings his last couple. That's not going to hold, but he hasn't been as shut down as he has been in years past. Some of those, I mean, it's just the case with these older pitchers now. They're just not going to be as consistent as they always have been.
He's been terrible. For Max Scherzer, he's not. I mean, both him and Verlander just have not delivered like a 1-2 punch you expected. So you got to fade them here. They're not good on the road. Take the Astros.
I think part of also what's getting to me is I faded Verlander last week because he had, I think it was a 6.0 ERA in his last 5 starts, and then he threw a gem and the Mets won. So that one hurt a little.
That could happen. Like if you look at the numbers in their past 5, it's like good start, bad start, good start, bad start. So, you don't know what you're getting, but Hunter Brown's been pretty consistent overall. He's young. He's a stud. I'm going to go with him.
Yep. I like that. My last pick here. That was your last one, right?
Yep. Did my 3.
Oh, yeah, because we both had the D-backs. Okay, that makes sense. So my last one here, I'm going to go with the San Diego Padres money line. Obviously, the Padres taking on the San Francisco Giants. We've got an interesting battle on the bump here. We got Michael Wacha, who you picked the Padres because of him last week, if I'm not mistaken. He's 7-2 with a 2.89 ERA. He's going against Ryan Walker, who's 2-0 with a 1.23 ERA. Now, I know you're probably asking yourself, who is Ryan Walker? Well, he's a rookie, and this is the first start of his career. And that right there is a big reason of why I'm fading this pick a little bit. The Giants are probably the hottest team in baseball, contrary to Tanner saying that it's the Red Sox. It's probably the Giants. They've won 7 straight. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They just swept the Dodgers. I believe they swept the Cardinals before that. They're playing really good baseball. They've been scoring a ton of runs. Those haven't been like 2-1 decisions. It's been like 14-2. They've been crushing the baseball. But even with all of that, the Giants are still only a game over 500 at home. Padres are 500 away from home, so you can basically call that a wash. And the Padres have also been playing pretty good baseball as well lately. Look at the rankings over the past month. Both teams rank well in slugging percentage. They rank well in runs scored. Giants, sure, they outpaced the Padres just a little bit, but some of that has been a byproduct of their recent hot streak. And again, with Wacha on the mound, I trust his experience. I trust what he's put together this season. And when these two teams played earlier in the season, San Diego won that series 2-0. So I'm going to stick with the Padres here. The value is just about even. When I checked, it was Padres minus 112 money line, Giants minus 104 money line. That's probably going to have moved a little bit by the time you hear this, but still basically near even value. And I'm going to go with the more experienced and trusted pitcher.
Great play. I love it. Last week I took the under of the Padres, and you were like, lean towards Padres. Padres ended up winning that game, I think 5-0. But I lean towards the under because Wacha, he's been that good. He's carried that Boston momentum to San Diego. Love the pick, Grant. I think we're going 6-0. Well, 5-0. Yeah, 5-0 because we have the same pick.
No, we're going 6-0 because that's just how good the Diamondbacks pick is.
No, okay, so we can kind of double. Yeah, 6-0. We're going 6-0 today. 6-0.
Hey, I gotta catch up to you. I didn't deliver last week. I got my hands up. I didn't do my job. You did. You were in the green, so I got to get back there for the boys.
6-0. 2+ money picks. 6-0. Let's get it.
6-0. Well, we'll check back in on Wednesday. That's another reason, guys, you do want to be subscribed. We're coming back with more picks on Wednesday, so we'll update you on how these did, and then obviously we will give you our favorite picks of that day as well.
If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Like, if you're not subscribed to WSN, like, just all you gotta do is click a damn button, and you're getting winners. Makes no sense.
We've been saying, Tanner, what's our motto on this show? Are you riding? If you're not subscribed, then you're clearly not riding. Like, why are you watching us if you're not going to be subscribed to the channel? Just do us all the favor. Make it easy for yourself so you don't have to search the channel every time you want to look at some picks. Just subscribe, and they're going to be right there in your sub box every time you load up your page.
You literally have to click a button. Get on the train. Get on the winning train right now because it's leaving the station. If you're not clicking the button, you're not coming with us.
And that train is leaving the station, and so are we, guys. That's going to do it for today's episode. One final time, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Like the video if you did enjoy. Comment, tell us what your favorite baseball betting picks for this beautiful Monday are. And until next time, we will see you guys very soon.